Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video, and let's thank our members, our Patreons and our subscribers, and let's get into it. Make sure to subscribe guys, we're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers until the end of the year, and lately obviously because of the January slump everything has been kind of slow, so help me out there, and we have donations and other things like that as well. But today we are flying out the Phantom, the F-4, one of the aircraft that are basically in all nations, almost all nations. It is an aircraft that has its problems, and it is an old design. But I wanted to talk a little bit about specifically the FGR2, which is the F-4M as well. It's known as the F-4M. And its BR and its weapons, and basically talk about the aircraft a little bit. Because it has a problem. Okay, guys, we kind of have a problem here. This aircraft is 11.3. It still has M9Gs, still has sky flashes. It's still a Phantom, even though it has the Rolls-Royce engines, which help a lot. Not a lot, but it help a little bit. It is a little bit more powerful than the normal J79s from General Electric, but the main thing is the performance of it. It doesn't have the Agile Wiggle package. If you use the cannon, I normally don't like to use the cannon. It gets a lot heavier as well. And yeah, it has sky flashes and M9Gs. And the radar is the APG-59, which is a very old radar, like early 70s radar. And I don't know what happens, you know? This aircraft should not be 11.3, or at least it should get new missiles. I understand that some aircraft should not get new missiles because their performance is not going to be comparable to the aircraft that they are going to face. So they already kind of denied that an F-4E, for example, the F-5E, the F-4F, they're not going to get M9Ls, you know, just because of the performance of the F-4. Because it will suffer a little bit on the sense of performance, and then having new missiles would require them to actually get a higher BR. But the thing is, the FGR2, man, and the FG1 as well, but I talk more about the FGR2 because it's the one that can get the 9L. I don't think the FG1 ever used the A9L. Are aircraft that are in a higher BR, and they don't have the missiles. The better missiles, the all-aspect missiles. So think about that. They are the same BR as a Mirage 2000. They are a higher BR than the Vegan, the normal C variant. They are the same BR as the MLV, man. And they have M9Gs, no internal cannon, sky flashes, and an APG-59 together with the performance of the Phantom. Not that it is a bad aircraft. It is a pretty good one, actually. It's pretty fun to fly it, but you do need quite a bit of skill and quite a bit of luck to actually deal with these things. And by the way, notice F-14 is not being able to evade any missiles whatsoever on a rear aspect. So if you want to kill an F-14, just shoot a IR missile on a rear aspect shot, because it's just going to destroy the target, but still. So yeah, it is the same BR as those aircraft, and it still doesn't have the performance of those aircraft. So they have two options with these aircraft. I think they are not adding the A9L because the Tornado ADV will come for the UK. But then, man, like, come on, at least give it a lower BR. At least give it to an 11.0. I know it will probably be very, very good at 11.0. But as I was saying, for example, the Vegan, the C variant is 11.0, still has the same missiles as the IR radar missiles, right? On the IR missiles, it has a different type of missile, similar in performance in the sense of, but in a different way, you know. Of course, the M9G has more range and stuff, and the M9P, it turns a little bit better, the M9J, right, that the Vegan has. But still, the performance of it, the radar of it, is way better than the FGR2. So that aircraft is 11.0. Why isn't this one an 11.0 aircraft if they're not going to add anything? As you see, this game in particular, will show to you guys. I mean, I know I'm kind of being a little bit like not choosing my targets carefully, and I'm just losing a lot of missiles. It will be basically every missile, but still, it's just difficult, even against these aircraft that are not particularly good as well. They're not 4th generation. I mean, I'm fighting F4Js and MiG-23s in this particular match, and it's still kind of weird. If you don't have the cannon, if you do have the cannon, you will be a struggle bus, and if you don't have the cannon, you will not have a cannon. So it is a very problematic aircraft. I really enjoy flying it because of the challenge, but it is one of those that I really think that it should change a little bit, man. It's just weird. So as I was saying, give the missile, give the AIM-9Ls for the FGR2 and lower the FG1 without the AIM-9Ls. That way, even there is 2 variants that you can use in different BRs with different weaponry, right? Or at least give them both, the FG1 and the FGR2, both a lower BR of 11.0. At least that will make it so that it has sense, right? And when they add the ADV, it can be an 11.7 or 12.0 depending on the performance of it. Probably 11.7. But it just doesn't make sense. I understand why the F-4F, as I was saying before, will not get the AIM-9L, and it actually got a lower BR right now, so it's fine. And I understand why the F-4E, for example, doesn't have AIM-9Ls as well, or AIM-7Fs or anything like that, and it is a lower BR than this. And even I understand why the F-4EJ Kai has a higher BR, having the AIM-7F, which is a better missile than the Skyflash, and also the AIM-9Ls as well, because Japan is a particular aircraft nation that has fewer options to actually deal with that. The only aircraft that it can actually get right now for the future, right, it is the F-15. So it makes, I mean, yeah, the Mitsubishi F2, I know they're Mitsubishi F2, but it's too advanced. It's not coming anytime soon, okay? I'm talking about a soonish future. The EJ Kai, it is what they get, right? So if that was the case with the UK, it would be even more reasons why it should get the AIM-9L. But obviously we will get the ADV fairly soon. It was already confirmed, right? So yeah, it's kind of like, okay, fine, but at least give it a lower BR then, because right now it really is a kind of luck thing. Look how many missiles. If you fly, I mean, there's no reason to fly high with this aircraft. You have to fly low. Even at low altitudes, you will still get killed a lot. And if you fly high, man, you will just not be able to evade anything. Like, literally anything. So it's complicated. It really is complicated. This is one of those aircraft that it's kind of forgotten by Gaijin, I think, or I don't know. The statistics don't say that it needs a BR change because maybe high-skilled players are playing it and noobs are normally on aircraft that are easier to fly, obviously because it is easier to fly. So I really don't understand, man. It's just, it's one of those that it was like the Su-17M2, right? Why was it a 11.0 aircraft? Or was it? Yeah, 11.0 aircraft, the same BR as the Su-17M4. Now it's changed, but like, come on. Like, it didn't make sense, right? It took a while for them to actually change that. So this is one of those that needs a little bit of tweaking. It's not game changer, obviously. If they actually add the AIM-9L, it wouldn't be completely OP or anything like that. I don't think even the BR would not change. It would still be 11.3. It's not going to completely change the aircraft. You will still have the Skyflashes for very short range engagements because the Skyflash doesn't have any range whatsoever. And the AIM-9L would help on a cold aspect kind of things, and sometimes in a head-on as well, so it would just make it a little bit more fun to actually play it, you know. So yeah, consider that, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about the FGR2. Is it needing a new BR or new missiles? I think it is, and I guarantee most of you will agree with me as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about that, and let's enjoy the last kill that I got in this game. against a MiG-29. I was not expecting to kill this guy. I was actually just, oh my god, I'm dead, right? I'm dead. There's a MiG-29 on my 6. I don't have a lot of fuel. I don't have a cannon, so the reversal was going to be limited. He was going to catch me, so I just decided to go forward. Obviously, he was full afterburner coming after me, so I decided to just try to lose all the speed that I get here, as you see, and he's coming full beams, man. Fire on R60, evaded. Oh, got lucky there. Prepped the AIM-9G. Kind of a weird shot here. Had to lead a lot, producing a lot of heat. As you see, didn't put out his afterburner and got killed. So, amazing kill. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one.